Why don't you have a tag on your car? Why do you feel you're not accountable to the law?
I don't owe you anything, and to be sitting outside.
No, you owe the citizen something to follow the damn law.
It's ridiculous.
I'm not. You just happen to pull up. I'm waiting for the cops to come because a lot of people around here are wondering why people in the prosecutor's office don't have to follow the law. So for some time, I have noticed a car sitting here in West Union, right opposite the sheriff's office, and people have been telling me about the car. And so here is the car, and what I'm told is that this is Tyler Cantrell's car, and it has no license tag displayed on the car whatsoever. I came to look at it. People are afraid to report it. They feel that there's a different set of laws that apply to insiders here. But I did notice there is a license plate, KTA 8944, sitting inside the car, but not displayed on the car, which I don't think makes it legal. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the West Union Police and ask them about this. Okay, so here I am at the West Union Police, and I'm going to go check on why they don't give a ticket to Tyler Cantrell, or maybe they have, and he just doesn't move the car, so why doesn't it get towed? All right, so this is locked to the police department, so I'm going to call the police department, and we'll see if anybody will be responsive.
Thank you for calling the Village West Union Police Department. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If you're trying to reach the Water Department, press 4. Mayor's Court, 5. For the mayor, press 7. For the clerk's office, press 8. Or to leave a message for the police department, press 9.
Well, that's the non-emergency number. So I'm going to hang up on that because it doesn't work. And I guess I'll call the 911 and ask them.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
By the sheriff's office in West Union, but I'm trying to get in touch. I tried to call the non-emergency number for the West Union Police, but nobody answers.
Okay, they're on calls right now, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm right opposite the sheriff's office. I'd be interested in somebody calling me or coming here.
Okay, your phone number?
513.
And your name?
Chris Hicks, Hicks.
Okay, sir. As soon as they clear this call they're on, I will certainly let them know to get a hold of you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
So I'm sitting in my car waiting for the West Union Police to call me back so I can talk to them about Tyler Cantrell's car that has no license tag. So in a Tesla, you can watch Hulu, Netflix, things like that. So I use times like this to get caught up on watching Walker, Texas Ranger, because Walker, Texas Ranger wouldn't have different rules for some people than others.
911, what's the address you're emergency?
225 North Cross. But I called it's not an emergency. I called like 40 minutes ago, maybe 30, 40 minutes ago about West Union Police. And they said they were on a call and they would call me after the call when I called in here. But I've seen the West Union police car driving around in West Union, so I don't think he's on a call.
We just reminded her to give you a call. She said she was
it was a him driving in the car. So it was a...
Okay, there's two officers out, but we'll make sure they give you a call. What's the address you were giving? I'm sorry.
Can they just get dispatched here? I'm tired of waiting around. It's 225 North Cross.
Okay, they've been dispatched. We'll remind them.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Tyler?
Yeah.
Can you explain to me why you don't have any license tag on this car here?
I don't drive on the road.
Well, it's on the road right now. This is the road.
Dude, this is after Thanksgiving.
I don't care. Why you think you're above the law? You don't have to follow the laws?
Get lost.
Wait, I'm at the public's place. Can you please answer the question why you don't have a license tag on your car? This, where I am, is a public place. You're supposed to be an assistant prosecutor. Do you have any idea of the laws?
Get lost.
That's your answer. Why don't you have a tag on your car?
I don't owe you anything.
Do you think you are not accountable to the law?
Do you think you know what the word shut up means?
Are you not accountable? Okay, why don't you tell me to shut up? I don't know your point. Why don't you have a tag on your car? Why do you feel you're not accountable to the law?
I don't owe you anything, and to be sitting outside.
No, you owe the
house,
citizen something to follow the damn law.
Is ridiculous.
I'm not. You just happen to pull up. I'm waiting for the cops to come because a lot of people around here wondering why people in the prosecutor's office don't have to follow the law.
We follow.
Look, you're wearing an Adams County Prosecutor Office jacket while you're breaking the law right in the street here.
No laws have been broken.
That's a law been broken.
No, you should.
Are you a clown as an attorney?
Get lost. Do you know how obnoxious you are?
No, I know how obnoxious it is that people don't follow the law and you feel you're above the law. I know how obnoxious it is when in a case in Claremont County you don't call the eyewitness guaranteeing somebody's going to get acquitted. That's a nice solid for the home team.
If you knew what you were talking about, it'd be something.
I know exactly what I'm talking about, Taylor.
No.
Tyler.
No. You just need to get lost, leave my family and me alone.
I'm just standing here waiting for the cops to come. You just pulled up.
Well,
a lot of people here have contacted me about you being above the law.
Okay.
You feeling you're above the law, but they're afraid to do anything because they're afraid of retribution.
I've not retributed anybody, and I'm not breaking any laws. So.
You don't think that's breaking a law? You have a car that doesn't display, as per the statute, a tag on the back bumper, as required by law, sitting out on the road here, right there.
I'm not going to debate you and your stupidity.
I don't think you could have a competition with me on stupidity.
You can just leave and leave me alone and leave my family.
Well, you go in your house then. What are you standing here talking to me for the last 2 minutes?
My family can't come in because you're harassing.
Nobody's keeping your family from doing shit.
I don't want them
filmed. You don't have my permission to film me or my...
I don't need your permission. You're standing out in the street.
There's an officer on the way.
Good, because you're breaking the law here.
They're not public officials, so you don't have the ability to harass them.
And I'm filing a report.
File whatever the hell you want. Why doesn't he have a tag on this car?
Don't you have anything better to do?
No, I don't. I don't have anything better to do than deal with people that feel that they're above the law, that are in a position where they're getting taxpayer money. What does that matter to you?
How do you make your money?
What does it matter to you?
Asking me why a car's parked here.
Why does it matter to you?
How do you make your money? I hope you post this.
I am going to post this.
How do you make your money?
Okay, you keep saying that.
Explain.
After you explain why the car has no tags. Why don't you go look into me, lady, and figure out what my career was?
You're pathetic.
I'm not pathetic. What's pathetic is people that think they don't have to follow the law.
Are you a Republican?
I'm a super right-wing Republican. But what does any of that have to do with Tyler Cantrell doesn't feel he needs to follow the law? What is any of that? Isn't that all just distraction and diversion from that Tyler Cantrell is not... You can move away from the camera. You can't keep me from filming you. You are in a public place. Tyler should know that.
Public place, right?
What?
It's public, right?
Yeah, and it's illegal not to have a tag on the back.
It's a public place, right?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
You asked the same question I asked.
You said you can't be filmed. You're in a public place. If you don't want to be filmed, I want to know why Tyler Cantrell thinks that he doesn't need to follow the law relating to his motor vehicles.
Nobody wants you here.
Okay. What does that have to do with whether Tyler Cantrell follows the law? Okay, how many more distractions do you want to have from why doesn't Tyler Cantrell follow the law?
Why don't you?
What law am I breaking?
I told you not to film my children, you did.
I don't know about filming your children. We're in a public place.
Without permission, you need to leave.
I can film anybody in Ohio without permission.
You need to leave.
Okay, I would like an explanation as to why this car does not get ticketed for not having a plate.
He filmed my children and he won't leave.
I'm not giving my ID right now. I called the police at about 3:13. I'm trying to talk to her.
No, you're not. You're running your mouth.
Okay.
Yes.
So I called the police at about 3:13 because people here tell me that Tyler Cantrell parks this car here with no plate on it illegally and never gets cited or ticketed. And they're afraid to bring anything up because they're afraid of retribution as a result.
And that's exactly what I'm going to do, because I'm going to file a report. You're not going to film my children without permission.
File whatever you want to file. Nobody's filming your children. Yeah, but I want to know why this car isn't get ticketed.
We'll address that in a second, okay?
Can you speak up because I can't hear you?
We'll address that in a second,
Okay.
A few moments later.
Thank you.
A few moments later.
Wouldn't it be a lot easier just to put your plate on your car?
If I drive it on the road, I have one on it.
It's sitting on the road right now.
It's sitting at my house.
Okay.
A few moments later.
How long's it been parked there without moving?
I don't have to answer anything.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to, but you're a public servant, right?
Yeah.
So how hard is it to answer
Adams County
questions?
hardworking people.
Okay, you hardworking?
A few moments later.
Hi there, how you doing?
Good, sir.
So I get lots of people from around here contacting me about Tyler Cantrell leaving this car here for weeks and weeks and weeks with no tag on it.
There is a tag.
And he never gets ticketed. The law is that the tag has to be displayed on the rear bumper. You should know that. A tag sitting inside the car is not legal. Would you like me to get the statute for you? The tag has to be displayed on the rear bumper of the vehicle. That's the law. Otherwise, it's a violation. He should get ticketed. I'm going to watch to see one of you ticket him right now. You want to know what? I can pull my notebook and tell you what statute it is, so you can look it up.
A few moments later.
Okay.
Got the car being parked here multiple times.
Okay. Sir, do you need anything further from me? They're here.
No, they've been here. I don't. Okay. I didn't need anything from you in the first place. I called the West Union Police because it's their jurisdiction, to my understanding.
Well, I was called to assist.
Okay.
They're here, and as long as you don't need anything further from us,
okay,
we're going to stand by if they need anything.
All right.
So what's the complaint exactly, sir?
This car is in violation of 450321. It has no tag displayed on the rear bumper.
Okay. How long has it been?
According to people, I've seen it here when I've come here, and been people for crying. It's always been sitting here when I come here. It's not like I keep a record.
Okay.
But it never moves.
Okay.
I get people telling me all the time that it's another example how the prosecutor's office here doesn't feel they have to follow the laws.
Okay.
Okay, so this car, in violation of 450321, does not have a rear tag on it.
Okay. Right. Get the VIN number down and get in your MDT and see the register over there.
A few moments later.
Robert Young, 510365, returns to Tyler Cantrell, 225 North Cross Street, West Union, valid -15s, doesn't have protection orders.
A few moments later.
What did you say the code was again, sir?
4503.21.
Give me just a second, because we use our codes are different.
Okay, that's the Ohio Revised Code. Okay.
Yeah, it's the ORC. We don't use the ORC, we use the ORD.
Okay.
Just give me just a second.
A few moments later.
So here's the deal. He's not, the ORC that you gave us, it's not what he's in violation of. That would be if he was driving like this truck over here. If he was driving without the tags, that'd be the failure to display. That is a fine. He'd get ticketed for that. This would be a village ordinance thing, but I'm not the village ordinance code enforcement officer. We have one of those. He's not working today. I'm not sure when he'll be.
Well, first off, what you're saying is nonsense. The car sitting on a public road is a violation of the statute that I gave you. And that you say you can't write a ticket for code enforcement is basically saying you're corrupt, because you're part of him not being held accountable to the law, which is why people won't come forward here, because connected people don't get held accountable. So either you're going to write a ticket under the ORC that I gave you, because he doesn't need to be driving. The ORC has nothing to do with driving. That part, the failure to display a tag on the back of the car is a violation of the ORC that I gave you. If you're refusing to write a ticket, then it'll just create more issues for you and for everybody, and it's all unnecessary. Frankly, if Tyler Cantrell were a man, he would just say, you're right, I should have my tag on the back of the car, and he would take the ticket. But that's not the way it seems to work here for insiders. So, do you want to continue with your explanation? Because I'll walk right over to the sheriff's office and ask them to enforce the code here.
I don't even know who he is.
Tyler Cantrell, he's an assistant prosecutor.
I'm from here.
Okay.
I don't know anyone here necessarily unless I've had an encounter with them. The only reason I know you is because we've had contact with each other. You gave me your card.
Yeah.
Still have your card.
Yeah.
So I'm just letting you know, I can take pictures and I can give them to our code enforcement officer because he covers parking regulations and violations.
This is not a parking issue. It's a failure to display a tag issue. You understand that, right? You can't have a car without a tag on it on a street at all. It has nothing to do with that you're driving it.
Yeah.
So are you going to write a ticket on the code, or are you not going to write a ticket on that code?
I'm not going to write a ticket on
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so now I'm waiting for the sheriff to come back because the West Union Police won't enforce the law when it involves somebody from the Adams County Prosecutor Office. And here's the car. According to West Union Police crazy interpretation, this is only a parking violation. I guess if you're parked in West Union, you don't need to have any license plate. You don't have to have anything if you're parked. It's okay then. Nothing matters. It's obviously wrong and crazy. But I'm going to see if the sheriff will enforce the law here in West Union when it involves somebody from the prosecutor's office.
He said you need to talk to me, sir.
Yeah, because that she won't enforce you have to display a tag on your bumper here. So I'm looking for somebody that will enforce the law here in West Union when it applies to somebody from the prosecutor's office.
And that makes no difference at all. What I will tell you is West Union, I talked to the other officer, they're done with it. They just said over the radio that the code enforcement officer is dealing with it.
No, they said the code enforcement officer is dealing with that it's a parking violation for sitting there too long, that they won't deal with that according to the West Union cop, it's okay to have a car sitting out on the street without a tag on it. Okay. That's not actually a violation if the car's not driving, which is false.
Okay.
So
respectfully, I get your point. I'm not going to step on West Union's toes inside their village when they're handling.
You have jurisdiction here. Right. I'm asking you to write a ticket on a car that does not have a plate displayed.
All right. So I'm going to let West Union handle their call. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. And
I've already told you West Union is saying that they won't enforce the tag requirements in West Union.
Me they are.
No, that's a parking. She said it's a parking violation, not a tag violation. Okay. The code enforcement is on a parking violation. I'm pointing. There's obviously a parking violation. Maybe I don't know what the ordinances are here for parking. The issue is the car does not display a tag on the bumper, and as you know, there's some controversies here about people connected with the government not seeming to have to follow the laws. Okay. So I'm looking for somebody to ticket that car right now for not having a plate displayed on the back.
Okay. So again, I'm not stepping on West Union's toes.
I'm looking for somebody right now, and you have the jurisdiction to do it, whether you're in West Union or not. She has the jurisdiction to do it. I think this is going to make real entertainment for people wondering why the laws don't apply in West Union to people who are connected in the political system.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not out here for entertainment. I'm out here to try to do my job and to assist you.
I'm saying you're creating entertainment by just not enforcing the law.
Right. So I'm going to refer West Union's dealing with this matter. It's their call. They can deal with it. If you're not satisfied with that, go up their chain of command with the way they've handled it.
No, I'll go up your chain of command, okay? I'll go up other people's chains of command. I'll go up the court chain of command, okay? I think people here are sick of the laws not being enforced on people who are connected with the political system. Why don't you call the sheriff right now and ask him whether Tyler Cantrell is allowed to get a ticket for not displaying a plate? No wonder I get people contacting me from here that the cops won't enforce the laws relating to people that are connected. This is a perfect example.
West Union's handling your complaint, sir. If you have further, thank you. Okay. I'm sorry I can't help you any more than that.
No, you can help. You just don't want to help.
Thank you, sir.
Okay? So we're back to you. So you're not going to enforce the tag requirements. So nobody in West Union needs to have a tag unless they're actually in motion in a car, right? That's the law in West Union.
Our code enforcement officer on Monday.
Your code enforcement officer is for a parking violation. That's what you told me before, so don't lie to me or mislead me. This is not a code enforcement, a parking code enforcement. This is a failure to display a tag. Why is it that you won't enforce the law on somebody who's politically connected here?
I don't know any of the judges, any of the prosecutors.
Okay, then why won't you simply enforce the law that you have to have a tag on a car, on the back bumper?
If you were parked here and you did not have a tag, I would leave your car alone too.
Well, then you don't enforce the law on anybody. So everybody in West Union, you can bring all your cars and park them out on the street, because unless you're actually driving them, per West Union Police, you don't need to have a tag on your car. How idiotic is that? So again, you seem like a nice person, but how can you be a cop and not understand or enforce the laws? I want to interrupt and interject something here. She truly seems like a very nice person. You notice she doesn't run away like the sheriff's deputy did. She doesn't run away like the male police officer from West Union did. And she doesn't run away like Tyler Cantrell did. She stays there and she puts up with me for some time. And the whole time she's pleasant. She doesn't do what I want, but she's pleasant. I don't know if her demeanor would be good if there was some serious issue where you really need a police officer that can do what needs to be done, because she just seems so nice. But I do know that it would probably be better for her to be in a place or situation where she doesn't learn corrupt ways. She doesn't learn to look the other way on certain people. She doesn't learn about a system that has two tiers of justice, that for insiders and for outsiders. But again, she seems like a nice person. I want to compliment her on being so nice and pleasant, even when I'm giving her a lot of pushback, and even though she doesn't do what I want. That's what I don't get.
Whenever I got here, I got out my books I have, your code that you gave me. We have a lineup saying, okay, this from ORC responds to our ORD. The one you gave me, we do not have anything in it for that one.
You still have an obligation to enforce the ORC. Somebody murders somebody here, do you not arrest them because we don't have an ordinance for murder?
That's not what I'm trying to say, sir.
Okay, I don't know really what you're trying to say other than you're not enforcing the law. That's the key thing. It happens to be an assistant prosecutor that works for Aaron Haslam who also doesn't follow the law in West Union. So it's pretty obvious. And the other thing that you've said is that as far as you're concerned, nobody needs to have a license tag on their car unless it's in motion. Right?
That's not what I'm trying to say.
Okay, then enforce the law. We can sit here going around.
I'm trying to tell you. On Monday, my chief will be in and the code enforcement officer will be in. They will go over this. They will decide whether or not this is the code that you want me to enforce.